All right, guys, it's once again time for your mission. And what I want you to do this weekend is to really start setting a frame that's useful to you. Okay, and I don't even mean this in terms of a pickup frame or a flirty frame that's useful to you. I mean a life frame that's useful to you. And so there's sort of a pre-going out, like a homework section of this, and then a going out section. The homework's not too bad, though, I promise. Okay, the homework part is this. I want you to make a list of 5 reasons why you are the best decision the girl could make. Okay, make that list. 5 things that set you apart. And ideally, these should be personality traits. It shouldn't be that you have a nice car or a nice job. Those are nice. Those are helpful. If you want to add those as bonuses, fine. But I want at least 5 things on the list that you would have if you were just dropped naked somewhere with no resources. Things that are unique to you, like unique talents you have, abilities. Maybe you're smart. Maybe you're good in bed. Maybe like you understand people really well. Maybe you're very well connected. Those kind of things. I guess that one's not a drop naked kind of thing. But things that are inherent to you as a personality, things you can provide as a service for being with you, as opposed to physical things or resume type things. Okay, so I want it to be things that they'll experience in the interaction as opposed to just resume. Okay. So 5 things, 5 reasons why you are a great decision for the girl to make. Okay, so that's the homework part. Then when you go out this weekend for at least one of your going out sessions, and hopefully like a decently long one, at least like 3-4 hours, I want you to overtly try to steer the conversation in the direction of these traits where you're good. Now, I don't want you to go out and just start bragging, all right? Because that's try hard, that's qualifying yourself, that doesn't work very well. But if you just steer the conversation in the directions of things you're passionate about, things you're good at. Like if you're good at music and love music, steer the conversation in the direction of music, because that's an area that you're naturally going to stand out in, right? If you've traveled a lot and you're very adventurous, steer the conversation in the direction of travel and adventure, because by its very nature, that conversation topic is going to help you highlight your most attractive qualities, okay? The idea here is that within your frame, within the things that you value and the things you've worked at, you're going to be a lot more high value than the girl. Within her frame, she's going to be more high value than you. So if you're talking about the things she's passionate about and trying to get in her frame and get in her world, you're always going to be playing catch up and you're going to be playing a game you're not as good at. But if you're dealing in your world, your passions, your beliefs, those kind of things, you'll probably outpace and outclass her. And the topics of conversation you're choosing are an indication by the conversation what is important and what is valuable, okay? So again, the mission is this. Write out that list of at least 5 personality things or fundamental characteristics of you that make you a great choice. If you have other resume things, you can by all means add them, but I want at least 5 that are non-resume items. All right, and then you're going to go out and I want you to steer the conversation in the direction of your passions, your world, your values, your beliefs, your frame. Because once you're talking from that perspective, once you're talking about those topics, you're naturally going to be the high value guy. If you're talking about the things that are her topics, you're naturally going to be a low value guy. And by the way, I want you to do this even if the things you're passionate about are a little bit nerdy or are not the things that are traditionally the most girl-friendly. Now, there are ways to make them palatable. There are ways to make them make sense. Like if you're, it's some kind of advanced mathematics that you're into and you have to like explain things on a very rudimentary level to her to get her to understand, that's fine. But I still want you to talk about the things you're passionate about, the things you're into, and I want you to get in the areas where you are the authority and the areas where you do have value. And I want you to, even if it is difficult, to find ways to bring those up, because your value comes from your life experience and your value comes from your values, and I want you to truly be playing in that area. Beyond that, game as you will. Game to the best of your knowledge, the best of your ability. Go out, game hard, look for results, look to escalate, do all the other things right, but I do want you, conversational topic-wise, to be overtly steering it to the areas where you're an expert, the areas where you're an authority, and the areas where you have highest value, okay? Go out there, do it, and we'll talk about it later this weekend.